Guys, refeeds, cheat meals. What do you need to know? Well, I'll tell you. The amount of confusion, the amount of people that feel that they earn the right within a couple of weeks to have a cheat meal is unbelievable. What's the difference between the two? Now, very quickly for you, all right? A cheat meal, an allowable meal. I mean, it has a lot of psychological upsets for a lot of people. It comes with upsets because people see it as the fact that they're cheating. But effectively what it is, it's an allowable meal. It's something where you choose what the hell you like. Whether or not you are having a pizza, whether you're having a burger, it's something that's kind of away from your diet. A refeed is in every single case where your body is depleted, where you are running low on energy, where your muscle cells are low in glycogen, and especially during a competition preparation phase or a photo shoot preparation, or even athletes when they've been eating low calories for quite a while or they've been ill, they can have a refeed, a good amount of food over a period of time to get a lot of glycogen back into the cells. In some cases, you can have a refeed of fats if your diet's predominantly fats. You're trying to get a lot of calories, a lot of nutrients into the body to be able to, in training terms, facilitate training moving forward. Some people have a refeed if their weight is down. So you're really using a refeed strategy, like the word strategy, to facilitate something, normally to get some weight back up onto somebody or to help you train harder. So if, for example, you're in a competition prep phase or you're in a photo shoot prep phase or even dieting down, there will come a point where the output and your caloric intake get to the point where your output could increase a little bit much for the body. And that comes a point where you kind of start to deplete. You're low in energy, you're low in strength, you're not where you want to be. Simply by adding in a refeed can bring glycogen levels back up, weight back up, put enough nutrition into the body to probably get you through to about day 4 or 5 of a week, and then you might deplete again. Now this is a strategy we can use that allows people to go quite low calorie for a period of time and then put some nutrients back into the body. So that's, in itself, refeeds. Now, what about a cheat meal? Well, if you've got yourself out of shape, if you're fat, if you've got yourself out of shape, you have to make sure that you go through a period of time where you're not adding in crazy unnecessary calories, crazy food. I mean, you think of something like a pizza, it's going to be 1,200-1,500 calories in most cases. When you have a cheat meal, you're not mindful of the amount of quantity of calories that you're having. So when it comes to a cheat meal, when's the right time to place it? Well, when you've deserved a cheat meal. The initial part of any diet, the initial phase of any time where you're trying to get in shape has to be structured, has to be to the point where it's quite disciplined. But the point where you're adding in a strategic or a non-strategic cheat meal is you're either breaking your diet or you can't actually sustain the food that you're having. Now, if you can't sustain the food that you're having, often that food source is going to be quite bland. So most people choose a cheat meal at the end of the week because the food's so bland in the week. My answer to that is, make your food taste better in the week. I often find that I have a bump load in calories, often because towards the end of the week, my weight's dropped a little bit. Now, I can either choose to increase my calories on a day-to-day basis or just allow those calories for the back end of the week. So I don't tend to like to really use the word cheat meals. They are given to clients as a allowable meal of their choice, but people are hiring us to get them in shape. So if you start a program and go, when's my first cheat meal going to be? It's almost like you saying to me, when can I screw up my fat loss? You know, a lot of people start off and say, when can I have a cheat? When can I do this? What about the type of person that comes to me and says, hey, you tell me when I'm going to have a cheat meal. I'm not really that bothered. I'm interested in getting in shape. When I'm doing a diet for a show, I'm interested in getting in shape. There will come a time when I've got to have a refeed to get some calories back into my body because of how hard I've trained. That's strategic, you know? But when it comes to most people doing day-to-day work, day-to-day fat loss, you've got to go through a period of 6, 7, 8 weeks of no crap food, no cheat meals, get a good balanced diet 7 days a week, get the fat off, And then there can come a strategic time where most people can't abstain from social lives, so adding an allowable meal comes in. But there's a lot of confusion. Cheat meals is throwing in a meal where you don't have to be very, very mindful, allows you to go out and be a little bit more socially engaged. A refeed is a lot more strategic, okay? So know when to place them, know when you deserve them, and you'll find yourself with having a lot better balance between the two.